Hello and good day. I'm Steve Higginbotham and I am the Coffee Coach. We're doing a series this year called Let's Face It. Hope you enjoy this video. When I was growing up, I always knew that I was a little bit different. I always knew that I had a greater sense of purpose, not just to serve people, but to serve people in a certain manner. To give them not only what they expect, but to give them more. When I exited the Navy, I realized that there was not a lot of people out there willing to help me, but I did find a really good staffing company, and I worked for them for almost a decade. When I asked the CEO, what does it take to be successful? He said two things. Work hard, that was a given, and treat people fair. Okay? Very simple, right? That was great advice. However, wasn't enough for me. And as I learned through the years, I wanted to provide more. I wanted more. I wanted to be fulfilled. Now, looking back, I was a shy kid growing up. And when I was 15, I recognized that there was a different calling for me. Something was kind of pulling on my heart that I needed to do something bigger, greater than what I was doing. And when I was 21, my life was going nowhere. I was stuck at a dead-end job, so I joined the military. Loved every aspect of the military, but I decided to get out, have a family, raise some children, buy a house, have a little bit more stability than what the military could offer for me. But I still wasn't fulfilled. I kept soul searching, conducting some introspection on myself. And believe it or not, I wrote my very first book called Mirror Management. Bruised, not broken. And I hold myself accountable every day. But it still wasn't enough. There's a famous saying out there, if you can't beat them, join them. Well, I couldn't find them. So how could I beat someone or be competitive when I couldn't find mentors? And that's one of my biggest why statements. Why I am the Coffee Coach. Believe it or not, my daughter actually named me that. When I was coming up through the ranks in recruiting and in sales, I used to train a lot of professionals how to be successful, not only in their job, but in life. And it took on this whole bigger, greater purpose. This is what my calling was, the Coffee Coach. And believe it or not, I did a lot of my coaching in coffee shops. And my daughter named me the Coffee Coach. Now, as a shy kid growing up, knowing that I had a greater purpose, knowing that I wasn't fulfilled, still seeking introspectively, I knew that I had a lot more to offer. And recruiting and staffing was a great foundation for me, but I still wanted more. I wanted to give back more. Not only serve my country, but also serve those around me. Those business professionals that were eager, that wanted to learn, but could not find a mentor. So I became one. Now, one might think, what does a mentor do? What's the difference between a coach and a mentor? Now, we can talk about all that stuff at a later date. But today, why I am the Coffee Coach and why I'm so passionate about helping others is because when I was going from recruiting into sales and from sales into operations, I couldn't find a mentor. There was no one that would be willing to help me, at least to the level that I wanted. Sure, there was dozens and hundreds of people willing to give me little tidbits or a bit of advice or 5 minutes here, or I can do a quick chat or I got a quick call. That was not enough for me. Never has been. It's not the way that I like to coach. For me, being a mentor and being a coach is important to help better your career. But since I've been a coffee coach and since I've helped hundreds of folks, being a coach is not enough. I love the mentoring aspect of it. I love watching people develop and grow and flourish. That's not to say they always have to coach with me. There's other coaches out there that are phenomenal, that are great. There's other programs. I had my first taste of a formal program with Tony Robbins. It was Results 2000. Brian Tracy was there. Wayne Gretzky was there. Billy Blanks, if you remember him from Tybo, he was there. They all spoke on this beautiful stage, and I realized that's one of the reasons why I fell into and loving public speaking. I wanted to be on that stage. I wanted to speak to the masses, which is why I'm coming to you today with this series, Let's Face It. Now, moving into my mentorship and my programming, there's a lot to be done with it. By no means am I an expert, but I'm pretty good at what I do. I have a very unique and creative outlook, and I've worked with a lot of people from large corporations to very small startups and everything in between. And I don't just provide a service and listen to you or tell you the advice. It's more of a collaboration. It's a truly transparent, and it's organic, and it is custom and creative to you. I've been through many, many programs. Ken Blanchard, Ron Shapiro, Dale Carnegie, Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy's. They all have phenomenal programs. I've been through coaching programs from Coactive Coaching, and I've gotten a lot of great tools from them. But I didn't want to be trapped in this specific box where I worked with one program and here I am selling one service. I didn't want to just be this coach that provided this. I wanted more, and I wanted to provide more to you. That's my why statement. I do this because I want to see folks progress. It's never been about being perfect. It's always been about progression. And for me, it's never been about money. If I wanted money, I would have stayed in sales. I would have done something different. But it's about rewarding and seeing folks and very good people progress in their careers and watch them provide for the family and get promoted and move up. My coaching's taken a huge evolution just from being a coach now to a mentor, being focused on careers and transition, and now into life coaching. And I don't think this is the end of it. I think there's so much more out there. And I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to see your comments, good and bad. And I'd love to see what topics you'd like me to speak about. I'm Steve Higginbotham. I am the Coffee Coach, and this is Let's Face It series. Have a wonderful day, have a wonderful year, and may success come to you. But work hard, treat people fair, and seek a greater purpose for yourself.